It's your boy Online Davo, and we back with another video. We have to about CJ's perspective. Time is running out for the Raccoons. Let's get right into it, y'all. Come on.
And then, then they arrest me, and then I'm like, oh, Osifa, please. I can't breathe.
Look, Auntie's mad.
Crazy.
That was not that funny, bro. Come on, bro. That was not that funny. These niggas gassing.
No, bro, I shouldn't have laughed at that, bro. I should not laugh at that. He's still mad.
This is a cardiac
White
family.
people are every single bit justified in being racist. Every single bit justified, to the extent that that means going out of your way to avoid black people when you see them. Every bit justified. And you want to know why? Because we see what happens. And nobody is under any obligation due to liberal ideology.
Space, hold on. How are they justified if this was something that they put in place for them to get justified by it? You put all these things in place for people to act a certain way, and then you judge them off of the way that they act based off the things that you put in front of them to make them act that way. You get what I'm saying? Like, you creating your own little loop of, I don't like them because they do this. But then it becomes a thing of, these people do this because we did this. And then it's like a back and forth thing. You know what I mean? And then it's like I don't even want to say back and forth, but I guess you can.
To put themselves in harm's way. If you're a white person and you're going to work or going to the ball game or going to the...
Wait, no, it's not back and... Nah, it ain't back and forth. It ain't back and forth. Because niggas, we just be chilling. And people still try to find a way to make us seem like we just causing all the havoc in the world. So no, it's not a back and forth thing. We just respond when people come at us.
City at night, you don't want to enter into the terror dome where you're suddenly in a sudden death match. You're like in the gulag in Call of Duty fighting for your life all of a sudden because you got on the wrong train car. Because a car full of black people pulled up on you by the bus stop. You turn and you walk the other way. You avoid their neighborhoods. You avoid going out on Memorial Day or Labor Day weekend at night in certain places. When you see them, you start walking in the other direction. And we are every bit justified because we see what's going on. And
Y'all niggas just scary. That's what it is. Y'all niggas just scary. Because if you're not going somewhere just based off of the race of people that's known to be there, you soft as fuck, bro. You hella soft. Unless you're just, one of the most dangerous places ever or one of the most dangerous spots that you know. Because, yeah, there's some areas in cities and stuff like that you're like, ooh, yeah, I ain't really going over there unless I got business to handle over there. Like, I don't go over there just to chill, But it's not necessarily like, that's because that race is over there. It's mostly because of this happens over in that area. Not because, there's a bunch of black people over there, so I'm not finna go over to that side of town. Where it's like, no, it's just there's some violence in this area of town. I'm just not finna go there. I don't give a fuck who over there. I'm just not going. So, but niggas gotta make it about race. You feel me?
you don't want to die. It's that simple.
If you've been seeing what's going on around the internet, then you've probably noticed that lately Nick Fuentes has been on a rampage.
Yep.
And one of the things he's exposing is these bootlicking black folks who pander to white racists.
Someone got to.
Now, as of late...
Well, I mean, we've been doing it. Other people have been doing it for longer than I have. So, niggas been getting called out, but let me keep listening. I'm finna start yapping.
Brandon Tatum has been his main target. But if you've noticed and you've been paying attention,
okay,
he don't have no picks. Matter of fact, let's cut to a clip we done played on this channel before.
You are a token. Hey, Jason, you're a token. You are in conservative media as a black guy that can confer upon white people the dignity of not being called a racist for having their views. That's why you get paid. And that's why I don't.
Damn.
Because I didn't have the privilege of being born black. I was born white. So there's a limit on what I can say. There's a limit on what I can say without being penalized in the so-called free marketplace of
I'm bad. I hear this nigga loud as fuck. It's my fault if I hear that in the back.
ideas, and everybody knows it. You are playing by a different set of rules, pal. You have training wheels on. You think you've earned it? Everything you have.
Bro, he pretty much saying like, yo, like, get out of white space, my nigga. He pretty much saying, yo, why you trying to intrude our space? Well, my space. He pretty much saying like, bro, you don't got that dog in you, my nigga. I really live and die by this shit. You just trying to get in it for a quick buck. Shit. Damn. Imagine getting, it's like the worst person you know makes a good point. You like, damn.
Now, take a look around at your studio, your contract, your employees. If you said the stuff that you said as a white person, your would be gone. And everybody knows that. You're on Blaze hosting E. Michael Jones talking about the Jews. It's a good thing you're black, because if you weren't, you would have been fired like Elijah Schaefer. Because you did not compete to get that. You got it because people feel sorry. People don't want to be called racist. They feel sorry. They need a black person to give them credibility.
He really going in and letting the Raccoons know exactly how the white nationalists feel.
That's crazy too, because niggas getting exposed by their own people. Damn. They all going at each other on that side of town too. That shit crazy, man. That lets you know. You know what I'm saying? When outside stuff is, you know, they can't blame stuff on the outside, they gotta start looking inward. They gotta start attacking the people that they deem as friends. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, you know what I'm saying? You don't really live and die by this racism shit like I do. And I'm calling you out on that. I think Nick Fuentes came back like he a demon. Bo, pop back. Man, this shit crazy.
Something that if you ain't living under a white rock and have any sense, we all knew in the first place. But here's the interesting thing from my perspective. This dude, Nick Fuentes, ain't just talking. He is the voice of the young white supremacist movement at the moment. So not only is he speaking for them, but he's also influencing and stamping the ideology of the group in real time. So while people like the Cartier family sit back.
Damn, that nigga ain't lying. This nigga see they ain't lying because really, he planning to see like, look, if any black person try to come into this new space that we creating, they're not really with us. They grifters. That's what he pretty much saying. He's saying, look, if a black person come in here, they only get it. They're not really in it by their racism. They just in it because they black and they get an extra boost in the algorithm. Damn, CJ, you cooking.
Laugh and react to what's happening, they better get ready. Because whether they know it or not, he's looking to get rid of the Raccoons and keep that audience all to himself.
Yeah.
This new wave of young white supremacists is letting it be known. We don't want or need you around. They telling it to the Indian tokens like Vivek.
Shit.
They telling it to the mutts like Patrick Bet David and Myron. So you
Mutts is
bottom
crazy.
of the barrel tokens like the Cartier family.
Yeah.
What you think they're about to do with you?
I think that, because like the same.
The Raccoon family. That's what these niggas are. The Raccoon family. That's crazy, bro. These niggas really that shit is stuck with the music, bro. But, you know, niggas had to get to the bag. That's crazy. Pathetic.
Thing, you know, we don't want to go where it's violent either. You know, yes. OT don't want to go where it's violent. Candace doesn't want to go where it's violent.
Nick's point, he's saying, is it's typically a trend of violence from one group.
Well, we know black people are more violent. We know this, but that doesn't mean that just like he said, we don't want to go around the violence either. It's not a race thing. It's a violent thing. We don't want to go.
That nigga saying all that shit with a big ass smile on his face too. That's crazy. Nigga showing all 32 teeth being a coon.
Around violent people. If we go to a HBCU, there, you know, like, or somewhere where like, maybe not HBCU. Bad example.
Damn.
Okay, so what?
Terrible example. Nah, these niggas. What? Niggas say HBCU. That nigga got. What you scared of an HBCU for, bro? Niggas just trying to get education. A brother can't do that. A nigga can't even go to school. Niggas.
Black Conservative Federation events?
Cause they're conservative.
But they're black.
Conservatives.
But they're black. You see?
No, but
it depends. Even when we were at the Essence Festival, that was in New Orleans. They were not conservative, but there was no frequencies in there. You know, there's certain places you can go. It's like you said, it's the violence. When you know there could be violence. And yes, I will not just sit on here and say, yes, we know black people are the most violent, statistically speaking.
Now, the dude in the middle.
Hey, he had to throw that last part up in there, statistically speaking, to cover his base. Man, these niggas crazy as fuck, bruh.
A few more brain cells than the rest of the group. And I could dismantle the whole black people are violent thing.
Yeah, we know what's
because
up.
that's racism 101. Like, how can anybody say that the black people is the ultra violent race when white people's whole existence has been spent wiping out people in the most harsh and violent ways possible? Including now with the army.
Come on now.
And doing it in the name of war. But I don't want to get into.
They don't want to hear that though. They don't want to hear that. We know what's up. We know the truth. And that's why it's so crazy. People try to say, oh, they violent this. They do this. They do that. Shit. Well, if we quote unquote violent, who did we learn it from? Let us know. Y'all had us in captivity, slaves. How do people get their tactics? From people that they gotta, listen to. You know what I mean? So really, if you want to go that way, y'all showed us what's up. Simple. How about you take accountability? Have you tried that?
These white nationalist talking points because they're too easy to shred. And if you can't spot the propaganda going on by now, then you either don't want to,
crazy.
Or you just don't have any critical thinking skills. But these dudes is so dumb that they're supporting the extinction of themselves.
Dumb niggas.
When those white supremacists start using these same dumbass talking points to let you know why they no longer want you around, or to let their audience know why they no longer want them watching you, the irony is going to be Hall of Fame. Because here's what I want you to know. I believe that's what Nick's really doing.
Okay.
I think the reason why you see him becoming more extreme with his rhetoric is because he's telling his white supremacist fan base, you no longer need to watch these raccoons anymore because I'm going to say the shit that they say anyway. So you might as well just watch me.
Damn. That nigga ain't lying. Hey, that's crazy. Nick came home like demon home. That's how Nick Fuentes pulled back up. He owned that. That's crazy. Then niggas got kicked off their block. Then niggas got kicked off their racism block. They racist block, bro. They anti-black block. He said, look, fuck them niggas, bro. We real dogs over here. This is crazy. Yeah, see, this is bad, though. I ain't gonna lie. Joking aside, this is bad. We cannot let something like this get widespread. And it kind of already is, but if you see someone that's saying this bullshit, nip that in the bud, bro. I'm telling you, do not let that shit spread, because,
The clock's ticking. Nick's about to turn their TV off. And don't start trying to have an epiphany. Stand on your square about everything you said about us.
Yep. Hey, them niggas gonna be like, them niggas make a video like, my deconstruction. See, I didn't know about my, I turned away from that side because of all the stereotypes that was implanted in my brain from the people above. No, nigga. You know what you were saying. You knew why you were saying it. You knew all the statistics. You knew why everything happened and how it got to this point of this and that. And you still chose to go against the grain. Niggas that go against the grain do not get to come along. Stay your ass where you at. Straight up.
And don't get to crying racism. Y'all see that's Officer Tatum's new trick, right?
Yeah, Tatum down bad.
After spending all those years telling us that racism doesn't exist, he now screaming that Nick Fuentes is being racist towards him.
Yeah. Officer Raccoon is crazy too. We don't give a fuck, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, niggas need a lot of... in the grand scheme of things, The day you stop changing is the day you die. In the grand scheme of things, in life in total. But as of right now, until I see the improvements from my own eyes, you're a raccoon until further notice. In my book. I don't give a fuck how other niggas feel, but in my book, you is.
Brandon, you know we can see you, right?
But guess who decided to use the N-word to bring up yours truly? Lil Hitler, Nick Fuentes.
This is one of the coldest things about the monster guys like him and the Cartier family created. Look at the comment section when he talks about Nick Fuentes being racist towards him. Not B. Tatum crying about racism now. What a victim. It's 2025. Racism doesn't exist. Mr. Victim Man. On his ass. Look at this.
Crazy.
Are you saying you would assault a man for speaking words at you, officer?
And look, racism don't exist when it benefit them. You know what I mean? Niggas be, I'm telling you, bro. When they start feeling that racism themselves, they be quick to pro-black a nigga. They be quick to, my brother, my brother. They be quick to, let's fight the injustice. Let's go against them. My king. My African king. My African-American king. They quick to do that. Nah. What happened to that? There's black people and there's niggas. What happened to all that? Oh, okay.
Oh, nah. They didn't call him Officer Talmud. Come on, man.
These niggas manny.
Shout out to the homie. He say, bruh, your whole fan base thinks like Nick. Come on, man. A couple that he gotta like. This is a wild comment section. Come on, man. Officer Tatum had no problem when the white lady called the young black boy the N-word at the park.
He did?
But now he is upset. Very interesting. Come on.
Damn. That is crazy, huh? Hey, that's crazy because he started, I think he started to believe the own shit that he was saying, and then he started to really think that he was a part of it, like he's a part of the coalition, like they little coalition. Like he thought his fans was like really like for him and not the shit he was saying. Now look where he at, assed out.
Man, getting on him. This is wild. He call him Brandon Tel Aviv Tatum. My goodness. He looks and speaks exactly like Rumpelstiltskin on Shrek.
Why they cook that nigga like that?
He gotta like a couple. This is crazy. Tokens always get spent. Come on, man. Congrats on the 7,000.
Hey, a token definitely getting spent in this economy. Woo. Hey, everything is getting spent. You know what I'm saying? Even them tokens, bro.
Man, this is crazy. Officer Tatum said he's not a wuss, but sold his soul for 7,000.
Damn,
come
only
on,
7?
Man.
Nigga, wait, what you talking about 7,000? You sold your soul for only seven bands? Nigga, you that? Oh, this nigga wasn't gonna stay for long. 7 bands is all it took. He wasn't down for the cause.
Let's get it. There's people on YouTube I've listened to for maybe a minute and never listened to them ever again. And that's how I feel about this guy.
Damn.
Man, they going in on him, man. I thought racism didn't exist.
Huh?
Man. Come on, man. You should rename your channel to the Officer Tatum Talmud. Come on, man. This is crazy. We seen enough of this. My bad for putting y'all through this. We've had enough. That's wild. This is what happens when he tries to get some sense.
Yeah.
Now he's slowly but surely trying to get that black card back. You seen Candace Owens trying to do the same thing.
A word?
And mark my words, you're gonna see the Cartier family try to do it too.
Oh.
The game y'all playing is like trying to have a lion as a domesticated pet. Yeah, it might work out for a while, but eventually, that lion's gonna turn around and eat you. And them white supremacists y'all pandering to,
yeah,
boy, they heartless, soulless, and don't bring your ass back over here when they done with you.
Nah, God though. Hey, look, hey, stay where you at, bro. You know what I'm saying? You had your opportunity to be on the, you feel me? You had your chance. You see what I realized? There's situations in people's lives in which they got to choose a path of really going with they cores and they core principles are, you know, switching up on their being. And these niggas switched up. Simple as that. These niggas are raccoons. The Raccoon family, Officer Raccoon, all these other niggas. Man, I'm gone. Peace.